Hey guys, it has been a super busy couple of weeks. I have been to the wedding of some of my great friends. I've met my idol, Deliciously Ella, when I was going to a neurology appointment in London the other week. She wasn't at the neurology appointment, we had lunch at her restaurant first. I didn't just bump into her at the neurologist's. But I met her and her husband Matt, and they were really cool. And I've done a guide training day, I've got myself 2 little side jobs, I've been to work, I've done the usual stuff, and I've had this awful cold, which has really knocked me out a bit. Having a normal person illness on top of your already long-term chronic illness can be really difficult. I mean, if you think of how bad it is to just have a head cold, add on all the other normal symptoms that you get, which are then made worse by having a cold, and you get pretty exhausted. On Monday was the first day I managed to get back out there walking the dog, and I walked the dog and went to the supermarket and just had to, I was laid out for about 4 hours and asleep for 2 of them. So it's been an exhausting week, but although you can probably still hear it a bit in my voice, I think I'm finally coming out the other end of it, thank goodness. But the subject of today's video is about surviving big events when you have a chronic illness. So I went to my really good friend's wedding last weekend and ended up having a really good time. So I just wanted to share my experience with you and what things I would do better next time and things I can use to help me, because I have a lot of weddings next year. I don't know about you, but I need to be prepared. Big events can be really difficult for someone with a chronic illness because you really have to plan a lot more, especially if there's a night away involved or food involved. It can get really complicated. So my first tip is definitely plan ahead. This was the mistake I made that left me crying down the phone to my mum because I couldn't find anything to wear. And I know that sounds like a really stupid first world girl problem, but as someone with a chronic illness, I find it really, the littlest things can really get to you in a time of stress. The first problem was that none of my clothes fit me because I've lost quite a lot of weight in the past year or so, due partly to my change of diet but partly to my chronic illness and just my muscles becoming weaker. So nothing would fit right, and that was getting me stressed out. And then when I finally found a dress that fit, which just happened to be my mum's from when she was like 18, I couldn't find any shoes because I hadn't really thought about the fact that I couldn't wear the beautiful high-heeled shoes that I love because of my knees and my hips and all the problems I've been having with my EDS. So definitely make sure you plan ahead and pack in advance so that you take away the stress. Make sure that you have all the meds you need. If you need them in an organiser, if that's easier, then do that. If not, have several different bags with all the meds in you need. Because we were going overnight, so I needed my normal daily meds that I need before I eat, as well as all my meds for the morning and the evening. 2, make a list. It goes with the planning one, but make a list of everything you need so that you don't panic and forget something. It still doesn't mean you won't forget things, because this wasn't even my fault. I had the gift, but the gift got left on the side at the hotel, and we were halfway there in the taxi and had to turn around and come back and get the gift because we'd forgotten it. So it was completely my boyfriend's fault. But just to make lists, to know that you have everything you need before you leave. My third tip comes down to food. Because of all the intolerances I have, I was really worried about what I was going to eat and when, especially because of the timings of things and when to take my medication. So I had put a packet of crisps and a Trek bar in my bag. But when I got to the venue, it was absolutely amazing. And if they know in advance what your dietary requirements are, then they'll be really, really good. Bless my friends, they were incredible. And me and another lady who's got food intolerances, they put together a little bag of goodies for us, which was absolutely amazing and so, so sweet. And just a show of amazing friendship, like it was so lovely. But then the venue went and made us separate food as well, so it was incredible. I ate the best I have in quite a while, even though the venue bought me this whole plate of crudités with hummus and olives, and it was incredible. My fourth one is learn how to chair dance. Because, you know, you're going to want to join in a bit, as much as you can. And when everyone's got up and they're all a bit drunk, and you're happily enjoying watching them as the sober party, it is quite nice to pull up a chair to the side of the dance floor and join in, even if you can't get up and have a proper boogie like you might want to. So those are my 4 top tips, I think, for surviving a big event. I'm really lucky to have a great group of friends that are really beginning to understand my limitations and what I can and can't do, and won't pressure me to try and drink because they know I can't because of my meds, or to try and join in more than I can. You know, and they'll always look out for me and find alternatives for me to do. But also it's good to have a plan in your head in case someone isn't quite as understanding as my friends that I'm really lucky to have are. Thank you for watching my video, guys. If you liked it, please hit subscribe. As you may be aware, next month is also EDS Awareness Month, and I'm planning on doing a big collaboration video. So if you want to get involved, please check out this video here, or drop me an email at the email linked in the description. I would love to have you on board, and I really want to spread loads of awareness for EDS Awareness Month next month in May. Hope to see you soon, guys.